How you guys doing, guys? Hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Once again, it's the Mexican Libertarian, and today I want to touch on the topic of, some basic stuff. The economy, economics, money, and the current environment of the economy in our country, the great United States of America. And, I didn't go to Yale, I didn't go to Harvard, I didn't go to a business school, I didn't graduate from college. But I like to learn about the market, I like to learn about the stocks and trends and crashes and bull markets and bear markets and whatnot. All of that is very interesting to me, very interesting to me, very intriguing. So, most of the learning I've done has actually been after I left, college, though I didn't finish it. It's because in college, there's a set, especially depending on the college that you go to, there's a set of, it's a set syllabus, basically, where you're going to learn a certain type of education. You're not really going to get both sides. You're not going to get the neutral point of view in school. And I really thought that's what school was for. You go to school, you're going to get both sides of the argument, and you get to choose or decide for yourself what is the most appropriate for your life. But that's neither here nor there on this video. I promise not to bash the commies too much. This one's basically a simple for dummies video about socialism versus capitalism. And to do that, I believe I have to explain what the economy is, or economics. What is it really? To me, and this is to me from what I've read, from what I've learned, from what I've gleaned, the economy or economics is basically currency and credit, intertwined into society, and how that works, and how that whirlwind goes about. So currency and credit within our society. To me, that's the economy. To me, that is economics. So basically, we have two camps. For a long time now, a lot of our children, including myself, I come from a democratic socialist mentality, which I got from school, which I got from my upbringing, from things I saw, until, I broke away a little bit. I ventured out a little bit on my own and try to see things for what they really were. So now, if you are a millennial or Generation X or whatnot, and you consider yourself a socialist or a democratic socialist, I'm not here to bash you, but I'm here to explain to those that wonder, what is it about socialism, and what is it about capitalists, or, the free market versus socialist, or communism versus capitalists. So basically, I'm going to break it down as simple and as clearly as I possibly can in layman terms, because I believe all that technical stuff in any branch of education is really used to, push away folks that really want to understand things. And just because they hear all these technical terms and these terminologies that sound so abstract and complicated. And so these terms, terminologies, and definitions and technicalities that professors and people that go to these high and mighty schools try to use when they speak, they're just really terms and words used to push you away from really learning what's what. In the end, if something's gonna benefit you, or if something's not gonna benefit you, that's the end all be all. And when it comes to economics, is something going to make you money or take money from you? Now, whether this is a moral issue or not is totally, different in my opinion. Because with more currency, with more power, with more money or pull, you can actually make a dent in your community, whether it be in a positive or a negative way. So, socialism. Point blank period. Socialists want equality on all fronts and on all levels. And to me, that's a little nutty. Now, why is that a little nutty? Because, like everything in life, there's ebbs and flows, peaks and valleys, highs and lows. That's just natural law, folks. You can't run from natural law. And to have equality, well, you're going to have to enforce equality. And when you enforce something, then you're going to violate some rights. And when you violate some rights, then we're getting into some tricky situations. I'm all for equal opportunity. I believe that nobody should be taken advantage of or, stripped away from their naturally born rights to pursue happiness, to pursue wealth, to pursue, passions that they have. I'm all for that. Equal opportunity. Now, when you try to push for equal outcome, meaning everybody gets a prize, everybody's equal no matter how hard or how lazy they are whenever they do their work, whether you're an industrious person or a very laid back person, and you believe that equal outcome is real and true, I think you're going against natural law there, my man, my woman, my buddy, my pal. You can't go against natural law. Now, that's the point about socialists. When it comes to capitalists, well, they're all about competition. And even though competition seems like it's an evil thing and the worst of humans come out when it comes to competition, well, I must also admit that the greatest feats ever performed by humans have been under competition. That will and that drive to be better than anybody in your field, whatever that may be. Okay, point number 2 about socialists. They follow a formula or a model of economics called Keynesian economics, which basically means when there's trouble in a society, when people are in trouble in a country, in a nation, in a state, they believe that the government should step in and provide for the people. I'm a libertarian. This might be sacrilegious of me to say, but there's a pinch of me that believes, and this is only because the government already takes taxes from us, but there's a pinch of me that believes that if you're gonna take taxes from my paycheck or from my business or from whatever it is that I do for money, then okay, yeah, I agree. Me personally, I agree using that money to help out some folks. Help out, but not support entirely. Everyone needs a helping hand. Now, if they didn't rip and strip and steal my tax money, and the government didn't have tax revenue records being broken on a yearly basis, then no, I would not want this to be the thing. I would not want the government to provide for all these folks that think they should be handed some money. That's my belief. Now, a capitalist believes in the Austrian economics formula, which is basically hands off. Let the market do what it must. Supply and demand will dictate the whole situation. I provide a service, I provide a product. They want my service, they want my product. People will pay for it. If there's a competitor that comes out with a better version, even if they lay their product on top of mine, well, guess what? They're beating me out. So then I have to go back to the drawing board and compete for a position in the market. And that's it, folks. Socialist versus capitalist. That's all it is. Now, you decide whether you want your money to be given to those that don't care for work, that don't care to put in a good day of industry. You decide if you want to decide where your tax money or where your money should go. Are you a socialist or are you a capitalist? It's that easy, folks. That's the war that's at stake right now. Everything else revolves around that. You ask yourself, do you want equal opportunity? Everybody can work, everybody can make money, everybody can win, or equal outcome? They're going to strip you from your stuff if you have more than others. If you've worked more than others and you've accumulated just a tad bit more, well, guess what? The government, Uncle Sam, will come and take some of that and give it to others. You decide.